Hey everybody, welcome to the latest episode of the Ben and Emil Show. We've got a action-packed, fully dense episode. It's got a lot of stuff in it. We are going to be talking about SBF, Sam Buttman fraud, Buttman fart, whatever you want to call him. I prefer Buttman fart. He's in jail. We've got some updates from him in jail. We also have the scam of the century that went down. This poor lady, it's a real doozy of a story. But
lost over $50,000.
Oh my God, cash. Can you believe it? It's a hell of a story. But also, first, before we get started, we got a shill. Emil, why don't you tell him what we got
Well,
here?
first off, if you don't know, if you're living under a rock, go ahead, say it.
Hi to the bug. Say hi to him.
We moved websites. We used to use Patreon for all of our bonus content and everything like that. And now we have the brand new benandemilshow.com. Go over there, switch your account, start a new account. But now we're able to do merch and we're going to be launching new stuff. But right now we've got a loser consumer hat. That's very sick. And I've been wearing a lot. And we also have, oh wow, Ben can get it around his big fat skull. We also
Baby
have
girl.
the baby girl hats. All right, we're never beating the allegation, so we decided to lean in and we made the baby girl hats. And so those are available.
Can I take this off?
You can take it off. Yeah. Here, leave it up here. And go to benandemilshow.com if you want a hat or if you want to sign up for some bonus content with the boys.
So, right off the bat, well, that was like a bunt. That was meant to be like a baseball crack sound. Right off the bat, yesterday for you guys, today for us, in just a moment, actually, Nvidia is reporting earnings, and it is probably the most crucial, important earnings quarter ever, because the entire weight of the S&P and the NASDAQ seems to rest on how Nvidia, not only what they report, but how the market reacts to the report. So we're all going to be watching, and it's going to be so exciting. This is my Super Bowl. Kind of. God, that's pathetic. But I have this quote from 1987 from Stan Druckenmiller that I wanted to share with you,
Give it to me.
Emil, because it is just, man, it sounds just like today. It's Druckenmiller's quote on the 1987 stock market crash, which happened right around the time I was born. But
Coincidence?
I say yes. It's a coincidence. Well, maybe not. But the question was asked of him, what determined the timing of your shift from bullish to bearish? And he said, it was a combination of a number of factors. Valuations had gotten extremely overdone. The dividend yield was down to 2.6%, and the price-to-book value ratio was at an all-time high. Also, the Fed had been tightening for a period of time. Well, the Fed has been tightening, raising rates. Finally, my technical analysis showed that the breadth wasn't there. That is, the market's strength was primarily concentrated in the high capitalization stocks, a.k.a. what's going on today with Meta, Google,
The Magnificent Seven.
The Magnificent Seven, Nvidia, with the broad spectrum of stocks lagging well behind. This factor made the rally look like a blow-off top, and it'll be interesting to see.
So you think that's coming?
I think it's very possible, but the fact that everybody is now watching, that's one beautiful but cursed thing about the internet and all this new connectivity, is that everybody can kind of see that we're all mostly on the same page and everybody's looking at that. But yeah. And
is there talk of who Wall Street would prefer over Biden, between Biden and Trump?
Nothing so far that I've seen. That's a good question. I don't know. And then I wanted to share this with you
because I remember everyone's 401k just absolutely ripping during Trump.
Yeah, yes, and again for Biden, everybody's 401k is absolutely ripping. So Circle K, right?
The gas station.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so there's this headline that I saw, and it's
he's trying to play it straight. I don't know what he's got, but I know it's
it's just that it's this firm that's selling bonds in euros on Circle K's behalf, because Circle K is planning to issue $1.35 billion in bonds. And I reached out to this firm because everybody knew you there, because they're called Couche-Tard. That's it, man. I wanted to do that. Yeah, and so
I'm glad.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in it. Like, so I just wanted to get the fun stuff out of the way. And here's another fun thing that that I actually really like this kid, and I'll just play it for you. You haven't seen this, have you? I'll just play it for you. So for the audio listener, this is a young man who's got
like bleach blonde hair and
piss-colored hair,
black skull cap.
Yeah, and he's got the fisheye lens, and he's doing
What is he doing?
He's going into an elevator. Well, we'll see.
What's up, guys? Today I'm about to get in this elevator, and I'm not gonna leave until someone kicks me out into the elevator. Let's see how high I can jump. I'm starting to think that I shouldn't have jumped that hard because.
Wait, did he get stuck? Did he get stuck?
I mean, it's so much is going on. He says he's going to stay in this elevator until someone kicks him out, and then he just decides to jump. And then he says, "I'm starting to think that I shouldn't have jumped that hard because the elevator stopped moving."
The elevator stopped moving, and the door won't open. This might not be very good.
I love the point to his head, like that. I don't know if that's what these young kids do.
Open door. I would press the emergency button, but then someone would come to help me, and I don't want that.
No, he doesn't want that, and he
doesn't want any help.
He also said button, which I disagree with.
Okay. It looks like there's actually a lock right here. So that's a good design. It's like, if you get stuck in the elevator, you're not allowed to leave. Until this becomes Okay, so the lights just turned off. It sounds like
I'd be crying and pissing and shitting.
the ventilation also turned off. My issue with that is I'm pretty sure I might need that to breathe. Is it over for me? The lights are off. Elevator is not moving. The door won't open. How long do you think it'll take for someone to notice that their elevator's not working? I mean, they're gonna figure it out today, right? Let's chill here until something happens. This is a boring elevator. I've been in here for like
Okay.
Is this real?
Yeah, I guess. I don't think that the alarm is real, but I thought that would be a nice segue here, because also this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Oh, you're suggesting that gentleman may need...
I think that gentleman might need a little therapy.
It definitely highlights the importance of being able to ask for help.
Well, yeah, and I think also that one of the biggest, life is all about relationships, right? And one of the biggest relationships we have is the one with ourselves.
That's right.
with your interpersonal relationship, because you gotta. It's a misconception that relationships have to be easy to be right. They're sometimes very hard. You got your relationships with your friends, your coworkers, partners, your parents, or with yourself.
And you can use those relationships as a place to work through some of these hardships you experience personally.
Yeah, so that you don't wind up filming yourself going into an elevator looking like a fool. Because a personal relationship that I've got that I'm proud of is the one with myself. That's right. I used to be that kid.
We all used to be this kid.
We all used to be that kid.
Afraid to press the help button.
Afraid to press the help button. That's really well said, my friend. Yeah.
But now it's become easier and easier to press the help button.
Yeah, in the form of therapy. That's all it is. You just you got to talk to somebody. You got to talk these things out.
One of the easiest ways to do that, giving BetterHelp a try.
Yeah, so
it's entirely online.
Yeah.
It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
That's right.
You'll fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
Yeah, because sometimes you might be dissatisfied. You might not be a match. And
that's okay too. That's another relationship you got right there.
That's right. And yeah, me personally, oh baby, once I smashed that help button, figuratively speaking, life gets better.
To change.
That little voice in your head that says you're a stupid idiot
starts to quiet.
It might be right, but you don't have to listen to it all the time. And so that's the point here. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So therefore, what I want to say is become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. So visit betterhelp.com, betterhelp.com/BAES. That's our new thing.
Ben and Emil show, Bays
today, and you get 10% off your first month. Nobody can argue with that. Everybody likes a little discount.
That's BetterHelp, betterhelp.com/Bays, BAES.
That's right, Emil. Well, there you have it, folks. That's our very first ad on this show. What are you looking at me for?
I think it was great.
I think it was good too.
We knocked it out of the park.
All right. Let's get right into the meat of the thing. So, Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam,
as a lot of you may have seen, we've got his first postcard from prison.
we've got his first postcard for prison.
It's also, I feel bad. I do want to credit her right away because I've seen her tweeting about how she was like. So the reason this ended up online is because of a journalist, Tiffany Fong, who who ended up getting in contact with the only other uncensored gentleman in the photo.
His name is
G-Lock.
G-Lock, yeah.
And now people are sharing it around. It's also.
Oh, I've got the interview pulled up.
'Cause it's
I
worth,
think we should kind of watch pretty much the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, great. It's only 4 minutes and it's
it's great.
absolutely incredible.
Well, the photo is from just before Christmas time because, as we'll hear, you're only allowed in prison to take photos on Christmas and Father's Day,
Which is crazy.
which is really funny. I would not have guessed Father's Day. I would have guessed Thanksgiving, but that it makes sense because June is Father's Day, right?
4th of July?
Maybe. I don't know.
When else should you get a picture?
They should have like a prison holiday, a national holiday for prisons. Like, hey, celebrate Prison Day. If you got someone in prison,
You get to send a picture.
Yeah, you get to
One
send a
day.
picture. They get to do one crime for free or something like that.
It is
Jesus.
weird though, because I guess you do have to limit it, right? You can't just send pictures from prison all day.
No, you truly can't. You can't be doing that because that would be. Although, yeah, they smuggle phones in there all the time. So, cops, do your jobs. Or don't. Yeah.
Let prisoners have a little fun.
Yeah, let prisoners have a little fun for once. Okay, so here's Tiffany. We're gonna play a little bit of this.
It's like a promo because she's editing together a much longer interview with this guy G-Lock, but it's a little bit of a taste of them hanging out, G-Lock and SPF, and I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's me, Tiff. And okay, listen, I've made some new friends, some new recent inmate friends, much to my parents' chagrin, but I've managed to get my hands on the first and I believe the only photos of Sam.
I don't know if I should scrub through.
Yeah,
this.
definitely. Like he starts talking around like a minute, so it's probably worth
I'll
jumping a little bit.
She says just exactly what we did.
Yeah.
It's from the MDC Brooklyn, which I think is where he's being held until he gets transferred to.
He's waiting for his sentencing in March.
Yeah, to federal pound me
and
in
then
the
he'll
ass
go
prison. That's a joke from Office Space.
Okay.
Yeah.
She, whatever.
What?
We'll talk about it when it comes up. But
Through a lot right now.
Listen, first and foremost, my son Sam Bankman is clean shaven. You heard?
Was.
Yeah, it was clean shaven. Now, scruffy than a motherfucker. Like he got a
Is this guy still? He's not still in jail, right?
I don't know how
He must
she
be
ended up
out.
talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
full beard.
Does he have a
Grown
full beard?
Literally, full beard connection.
Holy shit.
I'm like, Sam, like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, I'm just gonna try to grow it. I never did it before. Like, really, you know, it was depression though, feel me? Sam had a belly when I met him. He had a belly. He was eating good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Skinny, like a toothpick right now. Like, he's not getting in the shower. He's not doing anything. Like, he lost his soul. Like, you know,
Yeah, he's not showering.
not showering.
Yeah, Gene told me he wasn't showering back in the day.
No, he
He's still
wasn't.
not showering. Do you think it's
So, so his hygiene habits have carried into
have not
prison.
changed? Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think this is where she's about to do it. I think
Mm.
it's a weird rape joke. It's just
oh
like
yeah, no,
completely
it's
unnecessary
Yeah,
and like
let's hear it.
very
because
odd.
he's afraid of the rumors about dropping the soap, or do you think he just
he enjoys
Oh,
it.
shit.
He's a good sport.
That's what I was wondering about.
Also, you got to realize that Tiffany Fong is like a huge reason why.
Yeah, she was messaging with him and leaking a lot of the messages.
Yeah, she
when
is,
all this was going down.
She is essentially the reason he's in prison, and it's
Well, I
very,
wouldn't go that far, but
well, kind of, but a big part. She played a huge part in it.
yeah.
And it's really funny to me and really wild that she's like, if you're Sam Bankman and you're watching this, he's probably just, I don't know if maybe he doesn't care at this point. He's got so many other bigger fish to fry. But yeah, it's pretty wild and twisting the knife that.
Yeah,
laughing
and
about
they're
him.
still kind of like profiting off of it.
I'll say I don't think so. Like, you know,
Really?
those are things that used to happen in the 90s and the early 2000s and stuff. Like this era, that's not really going to happen.
Doesn't happen
like
anymore. He doesn't want to make himself too pretty for the other men. Oh, so that stuff doesn't happen.
No, that's like kind of.
That's good. So no one's beating him up.
Nah, nobody's beating him up.
Good.
You know, it was just that one.
Okay, so she is happy that he's safe in there and not getting.
Yeah, no one wants poor SPF to get his hiney kicked.
I love that she also has an elf bar in hand.
Oh yeah.
I hope that me posting this photo doesn't upset Sam, but Glock said that when the picture was being taken, it was
Also,
around Christmas.
you can skip ahead again. Go to like 309, maybe 305.
Okay. Let's see.
Didn't snitch on anyone.
He ain't snitch on nobody.
Sam didn't.
Gangster. My mom told you that if he was black, he'd be a real nigga. Real shit, bro.
She totally screwed up the bleep. He fully said
Oh yeah. And then, I need like a buddy movie about Glock and Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah.
So Sam has some street cred now because he's not a snitch.
Yeah, he's official. Bro. Sam is more gangster than Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He's more gangster than what?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
She doesn't know.
Sam Bankman stood on all 10 toes. Tekashi, you ran it.
Wait,
I'm not entirely sure she knows who Tekashi
and
is.
also, wait, didn't Sam actually fully rat and try to blame everybody except for himself?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he didn't really have anybody to rat on per se, because it wasn't like he was like he was the kingpin.
Well, also they all kind of ratted on him
That's
pretty
true, yeah.
easily.
Is there any other parts to
Yeah,
this?
yeah. There's a really nice go to 412
412.
or maybe just a little bit before there.
Okay. I'm
410
do it
maybe.
at like 406.
Yeah.
Like, he really is.
That's good.
Feel me? He's weird shit. Feel me? Strange.
Oh wait, go back. That's what it was. Okay. He talks about how he wants him to free.
Free him.
Joe Biden, you know what's up. Before you leave, pardon my son, you know? Like, for real.
Joe, you know what to do?
Yeah, you know what to do, Joe. Like, you know what to do. Don't forget. He's really, actually, he's a good guy. Like, he really is.
There you go.
That's good.
Feel me? He's weird shit. Feel me? Strange. You know what I'm saying? But he's a good guy.
Glock was very lovely to me in the interview, and like I said, I'll be posting it in the next few days. But he tells me some fun stories, like apparently all of the inmates sat together and watched Michael Lewis's 60 Minutes interview, and apparently they made fun of him for dating Caroline Ellison. So I'm excited to share that, but please be patient with me because I'm really bad at editing things.
A
My
bunch
intent
of-
with posting this
You know that they were just
Oh
dogging
my!
on him.
A bunch of inmates
man.
just dogging him for being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude, what were you doing?
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, you know, I think that's a good point. Speaking of prison. Or wait, no, not.
Not speaking of prison.
Because, you know, one thing about prison
Speaking
is...
of a place where you can't get a good meal.
Yeah. I got to say, because I've tried this. We got another sponsor. This is the second and final one for this episode. It's Factor. So Factor, I had heard about these through a friend, through my dear friend Cole, because he eats them, and they have legitimately transformed his whole
You should see him now. He's 6'4",
yoked. No, he really is. He's been hitting the gym and eating well.
And that's what Factor does.
Well, because they've got these delicious, ready-to-eat meals, and they make eating better every day easy, which for me is legitimately difficult to do. I struggle with this, and I ate one of these last night, and it was delicious. It was it was a chicken breast with some cheese thing and some vegetables, and I was so impressed. I wolfed it down, which is something that I shouldn't do. You get these
Dude,
pre-prepared...
how about this? You ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door, okay? Over 35 different options a week to choose from, including keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and more.
I did the keto.
You did the keto?
Yeah, I did the keto.
I can tell already. You're glowing. You got a whole thing about you.
I moisturized today. Well, because that's the thing is when you eat well, it tends to reverberate and other elements of your life improve, such as your sleep and your overall health. So you got even more to enjoy. You got 55 nutrition-packed add-ons that help make your weekly meal planning even more delicious. So you got these 2-minute meals. They take 2 minutes to heat up. They're already made. You don't have to do any work. You got snacks, smoothies. You can sign up and save. It's less expensive than takeout, obviously, and every meal is dietitian approved. to be nutritious and delicious. It's the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale options done easily.
And most importantly, it's flexible for your schedule. Get as much or as little as you need by choosing 6 to 18 meals per week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule deliveries anytime. No prep, no mess meals. Factor meals are 100% ready to heat and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, or cleanup needed.
Head to factormeals.com/BAES50 and use code BAES50 to get 50% off. That's code BAES50 at factormeals.com/BAES50 to get 50% off. Okay, so that was Sam Bankman, and I did you hear about the thing back in November that he was learning that Mackerel is
I think that's been my
currency?
I started looking into it because I don't know, I just stopped thinking about old Sam Bankman-Fried until we saw that picture, and I didn't realize he was getting so integrated into prison culture.
It's gonna happen.
The Wall Street, I mean, hey, he's got over a century to really get.
I don't think they're going to give him that.
I know, we'll see what
I
happens.
think they'll give him 20 years
in March. But they were saying apparently cigarettes. Cigarettes used to be the currency in prison. Everyone was trading cigarettes for things, but now it's mackerel. It's tanned. It's preserved fish.
Which wait, so why would they get? Is it for health concerns?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No one's smoking. Everyone's just popping open cans of fish.
And smell great in prison.
Yeah, and they call him Max.
Yeah.
So that's how he's getting his haircuts in there. He's saving up his Max.
Man, that actually canned mackerel sounds really good. I bet it's so salty and fishy and satiating.
You know I can't go for those little fishy guys.
You can't? You don't? That's really surprising.
I don't like a really fishy fish. It fucks me up.
Sure.
But I do love in the Wall Street Journal article. My favorite thing about Sam Bankman-Fried is that he just cannot help himself. And they said, well, Bankman-Fried's days of investing billions of dollars in startups and trading digital tokens are behind him. He has been giving tips on crypto to guards. He can't stop.
He really can't.
I hope they don't take his tips. They're gonna end up in jail. But he's hanging out with a whole host of some fun guys. There was a recently convicted former top cop of Mexico. There's a Mexico's former Secretary of Public Security, Genaro Garcia Luna. There was another one, the former Honduras president Juan Orlando Hernandez, who's awaiting trial for drug trafficking and firearm charges.
Wow.
Yeah, and they said they hang out.
I bet he's a terrible hang.
Awful.
I bet he's just an awful hang. He doesn't shower. He's just a penis.
He seems like a weird guy.
Yeah. Well, you know who's pumped on him in FTX falling is Coinbase. And this is something that I've harped on before, where pay attention to the companies that survive. Dick's Sporting Goods comes to mind when Big Five went under. But Coinbase just reported their earnings. They had the first profit in 2 years because people are getting back into crypto, man. You got that. Bitcoin's hanging right around
50K.
all-time highs. Yeah. Anyway, let's... should we talk about Sora or should we do the scam? Let's talk about the scam, huh?
We got to talk about the scam.
Oh boy,
this was a real thrill for me.
This one is this one's quite the roller coaster ride.
I also kind of love when people willingly tell very embarrassing stories. This happened to a woman named Charlotte Coles. She is the Cut's financial advice columnist. I had no idea who this woman was.
Financial advice columnist.
I didn't know the Cut had a financial advice columnist. I didn't know they were running financial advice in this. And she wrote an article called "The Day I Put $50,000 in a Shoebox and Handed It to a Stranger. I never thought I was the kind of person to fall for a scam."
Well, she sure did. So it all started on Halloween. Was it a few years ago or just last Halloween?
I think it was just last Halloween.
Well, so she got this fake Amazon customer service call, and they asked her if she had done several $1,000s in orders for iPads and stuff like that, and she said no. And she even checked her Amazon account with the person on the phone, and the representative said, "Well, it was actually on your business account." And she said, I have a business account.
And they said, you have two
business accounts. And which is really clever of them to say that you've got two, because then it makes you go, oh, this must be real. And so
I will say the scammers are doing they're doing the work over there.
It's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
Like they're really, if they had put this work toward solving any kind of problem humanity faces, we'd be in a better position. But then the agent says, yeah, we've actually had a lot of fraud recently, and we actually have our own dedicated FTC liaison. Would you like me to connect you with them? And this woman says, okay, sure. So she gets on the phone with the fake FTC guy, who freaks her out.
But before all this is happening, though, she's checking her credit cards. As they're telling her, like, you have tons of fraud on your credit cards and stuff like that, she goes online and looks at her own credit card statements, and she's like, there's nothing here.
Right.
And they're like...
Well, so the guy confirms all of her information by telling her, like, your address is blah, 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 right? And she says yes. And your last four of your social is 1234, right? And she says yes. So that makes her believe that this guy's legit. And he goes on to say that there are 22 bank accounts, 9 cars, and 4 properties registered to her, and that those bank accounts had wired over $3 million to Jamaica and Iraq. And then she asks, then the guy asks if she knows some random like Chinese lady's name, and she says no. And he sends her a picture of the ID and says, you don't know this woman? And she says no. Well, and the guy goes, this was from the ID left in a car that was rented in your name near Mexico in Texas with blood and drugs in the trunk, and then a home in New Mexico that was affiliated with the car rental was raided. And that house had more drugs, cash, and bank accounts registered to your name and your social security number. He texts her photos of all this shit, and he says that there are warrants for her arrest in Maryland and Texas.
Is this still the FTC guy?
Yes.
Okay, because they keep passing her off.
Yeah, and that she was being charged with cyber crimes, money laundering, and drug trafficking. This is part of the... I mean, it's all really clever. It's all really smart of them. But he asks... if she had used public Wi-Fi recently, which we all
and she used it at the airport.
Yeah, she used it at the airport. And he said, yep, that's how they all start.
That's how they get
you. He said, do not trust anyone. Do not talk to anyone because you're likely being watched.
Not even her husband, not even her family.
Well, part of the reason he didn't...
Because he was a suspect.
No. He said, don't talk to your husband because you might incriminate him.
Yeah.
You'll then bring him in and he'll
meanwhile, so... Her brother-in-law, or no, her brother, and I think like her sister-in-law, she had like multiple lawyers in the family, and she's like, I knew I should have reached out, and just doesn't. Anyone could have been like, just hang up the phone.
Oh yeah, and she, I mean, yeah, it's that the guy had her address and all this information, and he said the criminals have all of this too, and they're probably watching you right now.
Right.
And I believe he even said that he was watching her for her protection and could see that.
Well, so they eventually pass her off to they say, we're going to give you to our CIA handler.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts being like...
Well, that's when... So the FTC guy had asked if she had any money in her savings, and that he's going to help her keep it safe before the criminals get to it, because they very well could. And
well, not only that,
what?
It's all property of the government at this point too, because it's part of this investigation, and none of her money's clean.
So he said, I'm going to transfer you to a CIA agent who's the lead investigator on the case. I'm going to he gives her a case ID number and all that shit. This is all in the same afternoon. This is over the course of like 6 hours.
The passing off is nice. It's dizzying. You're like, oh my God, I'm talking to the FTC now. All of a sudden I'm talking to the CIA.
I can't tell anybody. Oh my God.
He's telling her to come down to Langley, Virginia, where the CIA is headquartered.
So the CIA guy said, this is when the guy said she would be protecting her husband by keeping him out of it. He asked a ton of questions. He knew a ton of information about family members, names, all that stuff. They probably got just from social media and general prodding around because, so much shit is online. And he told her, part of the reason why she needed to go to the bank and take out as much cash as possible was that he said that they were going to deactivate her social security number and issue her a new one, a clean one. and that her assets may be frozen up to a year during that process. So that therefore she needed to go get as much. He said, how much money do you think you would need for a year? And she said, I don't know, $50,000. He said, okay, go to the bank right now. Get out $50,000 cash. Do not tell them what this is for, because it very well may be someone at the bank also that's that's in cahoots. We don't know. We're still investigating this stuff. So she fucking goes to the bank. She gets out $50,000 cash. He tells her that they're going to issue. She asks questions.
And
this
when
whole
the
time.
bank gives her the $50,000 envelope, they give her something that says something like "Beware of fraud" on it,
Yeah.
which is incredible.
Yeah, a little pamphlet on, hey, don't do stupid shit.
Don't give this cash away.
So he told her that they were going to issue her, because she asks, like, why can't I just keep this cash
Why can't I just use the cash for the next
that
year?
I literally have? And he said,
It's
well,
all dirty.
It's all dirty. It's dirty money.
We'll give you a treasury check.
And look, it's okay to laugh, kind of, just because, I mean, she wrote an article about it.
I mean,
and,
that's my biggest concern is that
Anybody
there's
could've.
going to be video of us laughing about this, and then in a year when I inevitably fall for a scam, everyone's going to be playing this and going, "You fucking idiot."
You fucking moron. Well, he said that they were going to issue her a treasury check for the same amount that she could cash and use under her newly issued Social Security number, because it would be clean money. And the guy said, yeah, I've got my undercover agent coming out now. Do not talk to him. Do not say anything, because they could be watching. And so she put the 50 grand in a shoebox, wrapped it up, all while still on the phone, went outside. There was the Mercedes waiting, rolled down the window. She put it in the back seat, and off they drove. And then it all starts falling apart. She's like, surely I would, because the guy said, oh yeah, we're going to get you an appointment at the Social Security office for tomorrow, but they're closed right now, so we can't get you an appointment. And she's waiting and waiting. She's got him on speakerphone on like hold in her pocket while she takes her fucking kid trick-or-treating. And then when she goes back home, he's no longer there. They've hung up. She calls the number back. This woman answers, who's like the assistant, and she says, oh, Robert's not here right now, or whatever.
And then she knows.
And then she realized.
She's
She
like,
finally tells the husband, and he fucking goes,
why
honey,
didn't you just tell me?
why didn't you just tell me? I would have told you to hang up the phone.
And that's it. So I think as soon as she stayed on the phone, it was over, because they had her on the phone for over 5 hours, and
Yeah.
they're just passing her off. And
And the guy sounded legit. He's asking her friendly questions while she's waiting. Like, so did you eat enough today? I know that this is really overwhelming. You should really eat something. This is really, this is emotionally taxing. I know. And hey, next time you're up on your way to New York or down to Virginia, you can stop by Langley. We'll grab lunch when this is all over. So he's really, man, I've gotten one of those fake Amazon customer
dude, I've
service
gotten them
calls.
before too. And there is a second where you go, the worst one was I got the IRS one, and I had a minute of like, because I've had tax trouble in the past, and I was like on a fucking payment plan, and I was like, okay, I just want to make sure this is all cleared up. So I was like, oh fuck, like did I fuck something up? And then I'm like, this is ridiculous. They never called me. Like,
yeah. Well, part of the thing, speaking of the phone, there was a point where I think it was the FTC guy where she said, how can I trust that this is the actual FTC? And he said, Google the phone number. So she Googles the phone number, and he says, I will call you back from the official
yeah, I don't
phone
know
number.
how he did that.
And he did. He spoofed it. And she even said, like, how do I know you're not just spoofing this? And he said, you can't spoof a government number. She goes, well, okay.
Also, to her credit, she like throughout the whole thing, she's saying like, I know I'm
Yes.
getting duped. But
She
like,
asks
she can't
all the
fucking,
reasonable
like-
right questions. She just, it's a classic, it's just the scamming is as old as humanity. And it's the same kind of tactics, the same confidence that they exert upon you that make you trust them.
Yeah, she also it's funny because there's a woman, Money with Katie, who runs a finance newsletter,
Yeah.
and she works with Morning Brew, and I guess a similar thing happened. So she said, when I discovered Katie Gaddy Tassin, a personal finance expert who writes the popular Money with Katie newsletter, lost $8,000 5 years ago to a grandmotherly sounding woman pretending to call from Tassin's credit union. I called her to ask how she'd coped. She said, everyone was so patronizing. She told me the response was basically, it's your fault this happened. But they point out that like, because we've talked about it on the show, and I truly thought it was all old people getting duped,
No.
which was awful. But they point out that like Gen Z is more likely to have this happen to them than
You know
than
why?
old
Because
people.
they're fucking shopping on Temu and Wish and shit. And they're shopping right off TikTok, which is wild. And this is something that sucks about being born when I was born is I came up with online shopping like it didn't exist, and then suddenly it existed, and I just innately didn't trust it. I was like, whoa, you buy something online, how can I trust that it's going to come? And then it's going to be this rigmarole just to try to get my money back or try to do a return, and obviously that's no longer the case.
Right.
If anything, quite the opposite. But
It's also, I do want to point out, the Money with Katie woman said, the irony is that everyone who reads this piece probably will be less susceptible to fraud in the future, but we won't keep talking about it openly or sharing our experiences if we're met with people calling for our husbands to divorce us. There was a lot of mean people online being like, this husband needs to divorce this lady, come on, your wife's going to make a mistake from time to time. I'm sure her bonehead husband makes mistakes.
Oh, I'm sure he does all the time.
But gosh, handing over a shoebox full of $50,000 is going to hurt.
Yeah. It was savings, so it wasn't money that she actively needed. That's exactly what she says in the article.
And she's going to have a little bit of help with tax stuff because she's going to be able to write off the loss on her taxes.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
No, that's going to be good.
No, but still, just that's painful to be able I
mean, the whole thing is painful.
Write off my scam.
She sets a lot of it aside because she's a writer and she has a lot of freelance projects and stuff like that, and has to set the money aside for taxes.
Yeah.
But god damn.
Yeah. Hey, so we're about to switch gears again to VR and AI, but I got to insert this just because it's our own. It's not an ad, but I'm just bringing awareness to our own little side project that we have, the credit card thing. Everybody always asks.
It's not called the credit card thing. It's called the credit card list.
Yeah, thecreditcardlist.com. I swear to God, if you people ask me one more time, it's become a meme. And now that whenever I say it, people DM me and they ask.
No, you know what the problem is?
What?
It wasn't ready, and you kept saying that it was coming, and it was coming, and then it became a meme.
Yeah.
And then literally when I went on Reddit to announce the BenandEmilShow.com, I feel so stupid because I got really good, and whoever it was, good for you. But the top comment was, does this mean the creditcardlist.com is delayed? And I went, no, it's up right now. There's actually, and he was like, I was joking. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
fucking got me.
There's this, because it's not, the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's very much, it feels like it's too good to be true, but it's not. And I cannot pound my fists on the table enough because I've gotten this before. It is the Southwest Airlines Companion Pass.
Yeah, when I first heard about this a couple of years ago, I was like, that's not real.
What it means is you earn the Companion Pass, and normally you have to fly 100 times, 100 qualifying flights on Southwest to earn this thing, or you have to earn like 130,000 points.
Which
in a
means you have
calendar
to
year.
spend like a ton of fucking
money. When you earn the Companion Pass, all you then do is you go online and it asks you who you want to be your designated companion. So you put in your wife's name or your cousin or whoever the fuck. You put in their name and information, and then you can literally buy one, get one free airline ticket on Southwest. An unlimited amount of time. You could buy one every single day for a whole year. It's good until, I believe, February 28th of 2025. And you can only sign up for this. So what the deal is normally you have to do all that shit to get the card, or to get the Companion Pass, excuse me. But if you just get the Southwest credit card right now, you get the Companion Pass. That's it.
Incredible.
It's incredible. And it's on our website. It'll be the first one there. If you've already got a Southwest card, you can just apply for the one that you don't have, because there's the Plus, there's the Premier, and then there's the Business card. All three of these will get you the Companion Pass. You do have to meet a minimum spend to get the Companion Pass. I believe it's $4,000 you have to spend in 3 months, which is, I would hope, is doable for most people. And on top of that, you get 30,000 bonus miles with them, which is good for like $400 worth of tickets anyway. You can use the Companion Pass if you book flights with points, or if you book with cash. And it's just a really damn good thing. But it ends March 11th, so you better get your Companion Pass.
That one.
And Southwest flies to Hawaii now. They fly to Mexico. So
if you're sitting there planning your 311 day this year, make sure You're not just thinking about that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 311, the band.
Do you know that they do that?
Yeah, they
Every day, every year on March 11th, they have 311 Day and they play a big concert.
I didn't know that they actually play a big concert.
So come original and sign up for that.
Oh, boy. Oh, babi, babo, babo.
There's no
babo.
way any of our audience knows who 311 is.
Yeah, they know.
You think?
Amber is the color of your energy. Bum, 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 bum. Sign up for that credit card. And it's also, I think, a good first-timer card. Anyway, that's enough of that. We'll remind you guys.
That's enough of that. Yeah, we will remind
Okay, so the VR shit. Man, that shit's going on right now.
A beautiful segue. You know what I can't stand?
What?
Fucking, do you remember when Segways dropped?
Yeah.
You know that they spell Segway differently than
Yes.
Segway, right?
Yes.
Now people think Segway is spelled that way, and I literally I think it was a company sent us copy for something, and they said like Segway it with, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, who fucking?
Yeah,
You're
Segway
the
is
one
actually
writing the
spelled.
copy, and you think it's SEGWAY?
It's SEGUE,
Yeah.
and I didn't know. I thought it was Sieg. Every time I would see it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so you got to Sieg to something. I'm like,
And
yeah,
we'll
I know that word.
We'll see into the
Yeah.
next.
It's like when I would read Malachi's Malachi,
Right,
or
exactly.
hors d'oeuvres is horses.
Sure, we've all been there.
Well, so all these Apple guys, a lot of Apple fans are starting to return their Vision Pros, which is not a surprise to me as someone who has used the Quest a few times.
Citing comfort, headache, eye strain.
Yeah. And then an interesting thing is, aside from all of that, there were some people saying that it's not the productivity tool that I thought it would be. In particular, like coders and shit. They're going, yeah, the having the windows around is cool, I guess, but it becomes a distraction, and it also just kind of it's not as good and useful as just having a fucking mouse and a screen.
This also
right in
says
front of you.
Parker Ortolani, the Verge's product manager, says that he thought using the advice led to a burst blood vessel in his eye.
Yeah, that might have just been from jerking off too hard.
You think?
Because I guarantee that guy, everybody, by the way,
You can't use porn.
everybody,
You can't do porn on the thing, just so you know.
if you can access the internet on it, you can.
No.
They restricted that or something?
Something like that.
Everybody who has a VR set has tried it because they're like, well, I wonder what that would be like.
Well, Ben has a VR set, so what does that say?
I tried it. I wanted to see, and it upset me. It was like, this is too fucking weird. It was too weird.
Yeah,
It's very realistic, but it's also like, this doesn't feel kosher. This doesn't feel. It feels sinful.
porn is already weird.
Well, yeah, of course.
Don't
but
put me inside.
Yeah. It just felt like, oh, this is like really committing. Like, I'm not even religious, but it felt like, or Christian for that matter. But I was like, I'm sinning and I'm pissing on Jesus right now. Like, this is so bad. Right in his mouth.
Right in Jesus'
Which you could probably do in VR. But anyway, they're returning them, and Zuck himself made a video shot on a Quest, actually. He reveals,
by
like,
some guy fucking sitting in front of him with the Quest on.
Yeah.
Which is, I love thinking about him talking into a guy wearing a Quest headset.
Yeah, just sitting across from him going, well, the thing is, I hate to say it, but Mark Zuckerberg is, he's kind of,
I'm kind of coming around on, and
Right?
I'm like, why is this happening? But it's like, out of all the billionaires, I'm like, he's at least,
he seems self-aware.
he's got a little farm on Hawaii where he's like trying to make the tastiest cow. You're like, okay, that's kind of cool. He's like,
He surfs, he does
yeah,
jujitsu.
he's doing martial arts with his friends. He's got that weird tech guy surfboard
Yeah.
thing. He kind of like at least is self-aware. He realizes everyone's making fun of him.
Yeah.
In a way that you're like, okay, he's at least taking a stride. Also, he fucking he kind of gets roasted, and then like a few months. Remember when he did the first VR thing, and he basically made everyone like a Apple or a Nintendo Me,
Yes.
and he was like, and then like a few months later, he's like, well, we fixed it. It looks better now. And you're
Yeah.
like, damn, okay, you kind of cooked us with that one.
The guy is,
He's not trying to go to Mars. Fucking
no,
like that.
He's a computer nerd through and through, so he's obviously online enough to see what people are saying about him. I think it's interesting. And also, okay, so this next part leans into what's going on with us actually too, because Apple is a big bitch. Apple is just a big dumb bitch.
Yeah, I like that too. He's like calling out other.
Yeah, really, truly.
Yeah.
And it is, so he's.
And don't fucking come. I know he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
We're having a little fun.
We're having a little fun here. Everybody just relax. Or willfully ignore this part and still leave a comment saying like, you're defending a billionaire.
Yeah, like
shut
I
up.
truly don't give a shit if this guy dies.
Give me a fucking break. But so Apple, so bear with me here. If you are a small business owner, because Meta's gearing this whole push towards small business owners.
Well, basically, the Apple Store is just it's been fucking everyone for a long time
iOS,
with this.
Specifically.
Yes, exactly. When you're buying things through the Apple Store on iOS, it's subject to a 30% fee that goes to Apple.
Right.
They're like, we're this marketplace you're using. We're taking our fee on all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Even if, so let's say I'm on mobile on my iPhone and I'm on Instagram and I buy an ad for this show, for example. If I want to say, hey, let's spend $500 to promote this show on Instagram, because I'm doing it on my iPhone, Apple takes a cut.
Right, because that's an in-app purchase.
Exactly. And what Meta is encouraging advertisers to do is to ditch that and to go onto a browser so that you circumvent that and thereby save yourself that 30%. And they're making this big push to make people aware of it because I don't think a lot of people are aware of it. And that's similar to what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, it's very funny because a lot of the we're dealing with the same exact thing. A lot of the features that people want, we have to create a native app for, which we're in the process of. But the big problem is that we don't want to charge people more. But in order to do it, if people buy memberships and stuff like that on the app, Apple's going to take 30% of all this.
No, they're going to charge 30% more.
Yeah, they're going to charge 30% more.
Right.
So sign up
on the browser.
Yeah. And so now we're going to have to do the fucking thing Meta's doing where we're like, go to the website.
I'm not going to do it in that voice.
No, I'm going to.
Go to the website.
I'm gonna.
Do the thing.
Doing Shaquille O'Neal. Right?
Hey,
But-
everybody go to the website. Go to the website, sign up, BenNamilShow.com.
Dude, we should
And then
pay
you wanna pick
fucking Shaq to do a little ad for us. Well, I guess
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't
Shaq.
need to.
I'm Shaq. I listen to the Ben and Emil Show all the time. I love it very much. In between eating hot chips on TNT, you could watch me there. I listen.
Does he eat hot chips?
I don't know. Well, because that one, there's the viral video of him saying that he can do the one chip challenge without making a face, and he does it, and he does not make a face. Shaq is a national treasure. I fucking love that man. Dylan, was that impression good? It didn't make you crack up though. Fuck. Okay, well, let me know in the comments how my Shaq impression is.
Yeah. Let us know if you think Dylan should have cracked up at that.
Yeah. Well, and then so the one of the final stories that we wanted to cover this week is, of course, Sora, OpenAI.
Dude, you know what we should use Sora for? We take Sora. We say Shaq doing an ad for the Ben and Emil Show.
Oh,
we put
yeah.
your
My voice over it?
Yep.
But I'm sure, well, no, because you can't. You
can't
use
use fucking-
celebrities
yeah.
and likenesses. We could just say a large NBA player or something.
Sure.
A large NBA player, a famous bald,
Center.
yeah.
Kobe, how's my ass taste?
Yeah.
Hey, Kobe.
Anyway, so OpenAI introduced this thing. I feel like we're so desensitized to advancements because they come so fast and furious now that it just.
Especially with the AI thing, it's been like every week. It's like, well, we're doing a new thing. We're doing a new thing. It's better now.
And it's wild that Sam Altman had said to Congress or the House committee or whatever, like, hey, you should regulate us because we need to be regulated. In the meantime, he's still just going like, well, we're going to do whatever we want.
Well, that's because Congress was like, how do I close Facebook?
Yeah.
It won't close on my browser. And he was like, oh, gosh.
Hey, how do I see my sent email? It just turns into tech support. But it's really wild to think that just a year ago, we had the Will Smith eating spaghetti video, right? Just a year ago. And if you haven't seen it, congratulations.
Yeah,
Because
honestly, good
you
for
are not online. Because, man, that shit is everywhere.
How are you finding this show?
Yeah. But it's this new
It's
AI.
annoying because I can't use it yet. It's only for like developers and
Yeah, it's for red team. I think they're called red team members whose job is to find any and all flaws and
Put me on the red team. I'll find some flaws.
find some flaws with it and ways that.
Make sure it's ready to roll out to the
Yeah, I
masses.
believe that they're also supposed to be looking for potential issues, ethical shit like that. But it's what it is you can do a text prompt and it'll churn out a video. It can make videos up to a minute long, and we've got a few here. And the thing, so like here's one. An audio listener. God, I wish you could see it.
We'll describe it to you.
We'll describe it. So the prompt for this one, for example, is a young man at his 20s. It should be in. A young
Hey,
man.
red team, I got one for
Yeah.
you. Maybe fucking say it right.
How about a copy editor, you
Yeah.
fucking dorks, you absolute fucking nerds. Ugh. In his 20s, sitting on a piece of cloud in the sky reading a book. And if you did not know that this was AI, you would 100% think this was real. Like, it just without question.
Yeah. That
There are very little uncanny valley things to look for.
I wouldn't think the guy was really sitting on a cloud, just to be clear.
There's just like a little bit of movement on the pages that gives you, the fact that, but it looks like this could be a set.
Yeah,
or
for
a set
sure.
piece or something. But yeah,
But I'm not stupid.
He's got like arm hair. His face moves normally. They've got the hands figured out. But yeah, the pages of the book kind of move in a funny way. Let's see.
Wait, go back to, is that a pirate ship?
Yeah, there's a pirate ship and a coffee. Photorealistic close-up of two
Yeah.
pirate ships battling each other as they sail inside a cup of coffee.
You know
would
what?
never happen.
No.
Yeah, that would never happen.
I wouldn't fall for that one because I know pirate ships don't sail on coffee.
Let's see.
You know which one's my favorite? Do you have the historical footage of California during the gold rush?
I do, but I also just want to play a couple more here.
Yeah, this one's pretty great.
This one's pretty great. It's a movie trailer featuring the adventures of a 30-year-old spaceman wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet, blue sky, salt desert, cinematic style, shot on 35mm film. And I mean, it's fully real. It's just that's it. And some of these are. So one of the things that these are going to be used for, obviously, is like stock footage. Because if you had to set this whole thing up, that would be, I mean, this would cost nothing. Shutterstock's going to go out of business. I think. Getty Images is fucked.
You know what's so funny to me is that all these things started coming out, and they were like, we're going to automate all the difficult and shitty jobs. Like, remember fucking Andrew Yang was like, there will not be a single truck driver by the year 2024.
They like it. Let them drive the trucks.
No, but he was like, everything's going to be automated. Every difficult job. We're going to, any like menial job where you're going to have to do like document review. We're getting rid of all that. And instead they were just like, no, all the fun jobs that people like content creation and writing and
Getting
shooting
drone
stuff.
footage of the California coast.
They're like, we're taking all those jobs.
Yeah, and we're going to make, because one of them is it looks like drone footage. Okay, so here's historical footage of California.
I do
during
think
the gold
this is
rush.
cool because it's not something you could do. I mean, you could.
What? Because
you
can't
could
go back
build
in time?
you could build an entire town.
Sure.
But this is something. Someone could not take a drone and get footage of
Yeah, a
California in
town.
the 1840s.
And this one, here's just a camera following behind an SUV. And by the way, so all of these do have a watermark on the lower right-hand corner. They're so impressive. There's still some bugs to work out.
Wait, go back. That one's my favorite one, the subway.
The subway, this one?
It's just so convincing with the reflections.
The reflections. Reflections in the window of a train traveling through the Tokyo suburbs. I mean,
Truly, in a year, we won't be able to tell if anything is real.
I mean, you already can't.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is you truly cannot. It's already so real. I mean, this
But
one's,
that one I can tell is
because the girl's face.
yeah. And when she moves her arm,
Yeah.
you'll see her. You're like,
it
it's
just
kinda-
became the blanket.
Yeah, it's kinda,
Yeah, there's things in it that still need to be improved,
But
like hands.
But like within a year, there's not going to be.
Yeah.
Able to, that one is.
Here's one of a
perfect.
close up of an old man, like in Paris or something in
Why
his
do they
60s.
all have to be good looking?
Yeah, show me an ugly guy,
Yeah.
an ugly guy getting broken up with, and it's just footage of me. Let's see. Wait, there's one. Here's a weird one. So it's gray wolf pups, and they just start kind of appearing out of nowhere. Like this one sneezed and turned into two. I hate when that happens.
See, I wouldn't fall
and
for
now
that.
there's a whole bunch. Yeah,
I know that's not how wolves procreate.
Yeah, they're
That was
how
a cute
do
ass
they
dog.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
cute dog.
give me this prompt for that one.
The camera directly faces colorful buildings in Burano, Italy. An adorable Dalmatian looks through a window on a building on the ground floor. Many people are walking and, So it can't do sound yet. And
Loser.
a lot of it depends on which creatives I talk to, but some creative people that I know use this to streamline their workflows. They use it to automate otherwise time-consuming tasks. It helps to spur creative ideas sometimes, but others, like on Twitter, are saying that this is tantamount to like full-on evil. And I don't.
There has been a massive freak out. It all depends. I think it depends. Like we'll see what happens, but there is a scary scenario where just like tech guys and media execs are just like, well, this is how we do content creation now, and it's cheaper. And the thing is, like, sometimes, like, people are always like, well, people are they're not going to get as good of a product, and people are going to know. But also, it doesn't matter if that's like if people just want to put out slop on streaming services, like. We all just fucking eat it up.
I'm also not worried because some of these guys have no imagination.
Well,
the
that's
ones who'd be using the prompt. I don't know.
But that's the thing. People have been talking about this kind of they're very silly now, but this was a viral tweet. Matt Turk, I don't know who that guy is, but he said, movie watching experience, 2005, go to a movie theater. 2015, stream Netflix. 2025, ask LLM plus text to video to create a new season of Narcos to watch tonight, but have it take place in Syria with Brad Pitt, Mr. Beast, and Travis Kelce in the leading roles.
I wouldn't watch that.
Yeah,
it's
that
not
sounds like
real.
shit.
But a lot of well, that's the thing. It's like all this. It's all this.
It's not real.
But then so someone replies and goes, if your favorite show got canceled, you can just order up more episodes. And then he replies, or the Game of Thrones ending, except they all end up burned by dragons instead. And he goes,
It didn't happen though.
Yeah. Thank you, Dylan. These are great points. Like you're defeating the purpose of the shit in the first place.
but it's a
I
like
didn't like that movie. I want to change it.
it's
Yeah,
a
I
like
can't-
further individualization of where tech just makes everyone have these more and more individualized experiences. All they can think of is like, well, now you can have your own little show that you watch. You type in your weird little prompt and you get a show, and you don't even get to like share pop cultural experiences with people. You're just like, I don't know, I'm watching Brad.
Narcos in Syria with Brad Pitt, Travis Kelce, and Mr. Beast.
No, I want to watch a show you're watching. And we
Yeah,
talk about it.
exactly. Yeah.
And then I want to make porn with this.
It's definitely like a bleak scenario. Who really knows what's going to happen? Ideally, like, yes, it makes things. I think if you can like shrink budgets for people, and there's a world where it makes things easier for like smaller artists and stuff to create, I think that's a possibility, obviously, and like hopefully that's the way we're heading, and not just like studios being like, actually, no one gets a job anymore. We figured it out. We don't need you.
It's also one piece of the puzzle in my mind. It's like, there's like matte painting and green screen and all that shit. And it's like, well, now I can just generate the background of the scene, do something. It's like a mix. It's a conversation. It'll spark ideas, and you go back and forth with it. Not like this thing is what you're going to watch.
Yes.
It's just going to be a piece of the thing and
Right.
cut costs.
Yeah. Speaking of porn, there's this dude. There's already like full on. There's this fake influencer named Aitana Lopez, and her OnlyFans. She has an OnlyFans. It has an OnlyFans.
And it's not real.
No, it's like fake. It's AI generated nudes of this woman, and the
Who's
fucking-
not real.
Who's not real, and the OnlyFans is pulling in over $10,000 a month.
Just because. And
Just
are guys like messaging her?
I have no idea. I mean, some of them probably don't even know that she's fake.
Definitely they don't know.
Oh,
Some
okay.
probably know that it's fake, but they still fucking love it anyway because it's like, damn, this is my perfect woman.
Oh man, we're all gonna have AI girlfriends.
And then I found this great AI. I great AI Instagram account called foodsecret.recipe, and they're all the same. Here.
Boss fired from Sriracha for no reason, so I've decided to take my revenge by revealing the secret recipe for their hot chili sauce. Remember to save it so you don't lose it. To start, cut 1.5 pounds of red jalapeno.
So for the audio listener, it's a screen cut in half, and it's an AI generated guy talking and saying, "They're all my boss got fired," or "I got fired." So here.
My boss fired me from Nutella for no reason. My boss fired from Sriracha for no reason.
I like that he says for no reason.
Fired me from Starbucks for no reason. So I decided to take revenge by revealing the secret recipe for their pumpkin spice late. Remember to save it so you don't lose it. My boss at Pillsbury fired me for no reason. So I've decided to take revenge by revealing you the secret recipe for their cinnamon rolls. Remember to save it.
My boss fired me from Pillsbury for no reason, so I decide to take revenge by revealing recipe for cinnamon rolls.
The creator of Twizzler fired me for no reason.
I worked for 10 months at McDonald's, and they fired me for no reason.
My manager just fired me from Mountain Dew for no reason. So
I love no reason.
No reason is so funny. Like, we'd be like, well, hold on. Why'd you get fired?
I love that they're all still at work.
Wait, can you play one so we see if they're actually like...
TikTok fired me for no reason. So
My boss fired me from Popeyes for no reason. So I decided to take revenge by revealing the secret recipe for their fried chicken. Remember to save it so you don't lose it. Put 10 pieces of chicken in a salad bowl and add half a carton of buttermilk, a cup of hot sauce,
so
and
they
2
are real
tablespoons
recipes.
of salt. Mix well so that the marinade covers the chicken. Cover with
ChatGPT
plastic
is
film
giving them
and
the
leave to
recipes for
marinate in
sure.
the
I just love that they sound like anime.
It's really funny.
You know,
It's fucking
Wait, will you
insane.
play
I
the
worked
video
at
that
a
I sent you?
5-star
Well, no, let's keep going on this.
will I play what?
Do you remember the glove video I sent you, the AI video? I sent it to you in a text, but I don't want to stop the moment.
Glove video. Oh yeah, the fake.
This is a good use of AI.
Man, Silent, anything you say can be used against you. Hey, look at my gloves. This is all on camera.
So these are all AI
So sorry.
Oh,
generated.
is it a real interaction? But
No, they're
okay,
all
I'm
fake.
an
They're
idiot.
they're all security cam footage, fake security cam footage. And
I thought
all
maybe the audio was real, but they like...
no.
No, I think the audio is real, but I think someone saw these stupid images and they are just creating scenarios around it.
okay.
Oh yeah, because they all have giant gloves on, or
Because
giant
sometimes they
boots.
like animate... Like, have you ever seen the... I think like the Rick and Morty guy animated that old... it was like a transcript, or maybe it was the audio from a court case.
Yes.
Well, folks, I think that probably just about should absolutely wrapped it up. They fired me for no reason.
What's the
What?
clock at?
We passed an hour a little bit ago, a few moments ago,
Whoa.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Check out the glove videos.
Check out the glove
bonus
videos.
episode.
Big gloves. Also, if you want ad-free versions, benandemilshow.com. It's also where the bonus episodes are. You
It's
get a
also
free
where
month.
it's also where the merch is if you want to show off. To
Is
all
the
your...
free month indefinite, or is it only a limited time?
Oh, that's ending in March, so
Oh!
go get that while you can.
Oh!
Because otherwise you'll miss out and you'll be a poor sucker, and all your friends will be like, "You missed the the free month."
You'll be like, oh my gosh.
But who knows? We might run some more promos. We're the freaking promo kings over here. We're actually not, but go to thecreditcardlist.com if you want that.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just saying goodbye, everybody. We'll see you in the bonus.
Okay, bye. We'll see you in the bonus.